Good morning everyone. So today I'm going to discuss about the data and basic of statistics. So let's start with a small introductions. Okay. So the statistics is very important in our daily life, right? Especially in education and research. So data is the basic concept of statistics. It refers to raw facts and figures that are collected for analysis, right? In this presentation, I will explain what is data and type, source and important in a simple way. Okay, so first we will discuss about the what is data. Okay, so now we will discuss about the what is data. So data means collection of facts and information. Okay, it is used for analysis and help in decision making. For example, you can say that mark, age, height, number of students. Okay, so when we organize and process data, it become useful informations. Okay, so that's about the data. So now we will discuss about the type of data. Okay, so there is a two category type of data categorized, or first is qualitative data and second is numerical or quantitative data. Okay, and further that qualitative data is divided into two: normal data and ordinal data. And quantitative data also divided into two type: discrete data and continuous data. Okay, so first that same thing here also, type of data, two type of data: qualitative data, quantitative data. Qualitative data, non-numerical data; discrete data, qualitative or categorized. Okay, so that qualitative data is non-numerical data and describe qualitative or categorize. Okay, and that also cannot be measured and only classified. Okay, used to understand the characteristics. So this all about the qualitative data. Okay, so once again I will tell that that qualitative data is, it describe qualities or categories. It cannot be measured, only classified. Okay, it is divided into two type. Okay, here you can see it is divided into two type, that nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal data has no order like gender or religion. Okay, and ordinal data, order like present, so has order like rank or grade. Okay, so here example, gender, religion, feedback, good, average, poor. So these all about the that example of qualitative data. Okay, and where we use this qualitative data? So in survey, education, research, social studies, so we can use this qualitative. Okay, so now we will discuss about the quantitative data. Okay, so quantitative data is the numerical data. It can be measured or counted. Okay, so it is used in mathematical calculation. There are two type of, here you can see there are two type of. First is discrete data and continuous data. Discrete data is countable like number of students, and continuous data is measurable like height and weight. Okay, so here in right side you can see the example, that mark 1890 or height 160 centimeter, age 18 years, where we can use exam and result, scientific research, statistics analysis. So these are the example and where we can use. Okay, so next we will discuss about the source of data. Okay, so source of data, data is collection from two main source. First is primary and secondary. Okay, as you can see that primary data and secondary data. So primary data is collected directly by the researchers using survey, interview or observation. Okay, it is more accurate but take time. And secondary data is already available data collected from books, internet or reports. It is easy to access but may not always be full accurate. Okay, so secondary data is already available data collected from book, internet, report, and it easy to access but may not always be full accurate. Okay, so next we will discuss about the importance. Okay, what are the importance? So data is very important in statistics and daily life, right? It help in decision making, education and research. It also help in comparison and analysis. Organized data become meaningful informations and graphs make data easy to understand. So these are the uses and extra important that use in education, research and daily life. Okay, and also help to understand the real life situation. So these are the important of data. Okay, so last one is example of data. Okay, so the example so let us take an example of students marks. So 60 and 70, 80, 90 and 75. Okay, so from this data we can find the average, highest and lowest marks. So this helps in understanding students performance and comparison. Okay, so data is useful in real life situation. Okay, so the example, this is the example of data. Okay, and also understanding helps to check the performance, easy to comparison. Okay, and this all about our topic. So we studied about the first we discussed about the what is data, type of data, source of data, importance of data and example of data. Okay, so these all about our topic. I hope you all are understood. Okay, so I made in a easy way. I hope you all are easy to understand this topic. Okay, then thank you.